Hi, my name is Julia Carr, and this is my case presentation 2. Background information on the client. She's a 5-year-old female. She is diagnosed with ASD and ADD. The behaviors we were targeting were high rates of pinching or grabbing, eloping, and tantruming. Mom was the person she targeted most for the pinching, but she also had high rates of pinching the technicians. Um, she communicated with some PEX icons, but was also did some vocal communication. She did a lot of scripting, and then short 2 to 3 word statements. And the primary behavior of concern was the pinching. We did use a DRA procedure. We did not respond to the pinching, is what we decided, even with mom. Like, try not to flinch, try not to have any sort of facial expression, not respond to the pinching, wait a few seconds, and then we'd provide her with functional communication. So, either a PEX picture or she could say, take a break. We also did for a while some of like the signing break. I typically paired that with the verbal. So, take a break, and she could go take a break. Um, we used conditioned and generalized reinforcers. So the conditioned reinforcers would be um, verbal praise, and immediate access to taking a break, or the tangible. So she was given, she really liked little fidget spinners and pop it things. So she was given access to those tangible items. And then after a few weeks, we also introduced a token board, which would be a generalized reinforcer. So she had to learn that each token it's paired with something. And she learns that that is given worth. It is reinforcing to earn a token. And then after earning whatever, a certain number, we started with just like 1 or 2. She would work up to 5 and would be given a break or an access to a more reinforcing item or activity. We initially saw higher rates of aggression towards mom, especially when we put the pinching on extinction. But after a few days, she learned it was much easier to just touch or hand me a PEX icon for a break. And so we saw much lower rates of pinching. We didn't see zero because she would sometimes request items or activities that weren't available. She loved going to school. She would request school. This was during COVID, so they weren't doing in-person school. She would also request to go to the park or on a car ride or something, which they just weren't always available things. But overall, putting the pinching on extinction was a very successful intervention that we did, and her rates lowered dramatically.